Praise be to you, Yahuah my Elohim. Praise be to your Son, Yahushua my Messiah. I come at your feet in the name of your Son. Thank you for the knowledge you pour unto me, and thank you for breaking all the shackle that was bound on my face. Yahuah, you are the only true living God. Indeed. Thank you for your Yahushua, whom you truly love. You are Elohim, the Elohim of the Yahudim.
Shalom, family. All right, here we go. Welcome to another episode of The Remnant Awakens. I'm your brother Pierre Ligi. If this your first time tuning in, hey, you in for a ride. If you've been with me for a while, you already know. This is the moment where we peel back the layers, dig through the deceptions, and get real about who we are as Yashar Al and what time it is on Yahuah's clock. So get your scriptures, find a quiet spot, and let's jump in together. Let's see what the Ruach has for us today. Alright, let's rewind all the way to Bereshit, Genesis chapter 6, verse 5. I love how blunt the word is here. Allah saw that the wickedness of man was great in the Arath, earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. Family, you feel that? It's not sugarcoating. Back then, it got so bad, so dark, that every thought, every impulse of humanity was just twisted. Sometimes I look around today and I'm like, did we really learn anything at all? I mean, if you turn on the news, if you hang out on social media too long, doesn't it feel familiar? But back then, there was no coming back. There was no maybe next time. The earth was rotting from the inside out. And just remember this, because there's a pattern here we gotta catch. Now, let's get into something the world barely talks about. The fallen angels and the Nephilim. Man, Chanok, Enoch, chapter 7 verse 2. It just lays it out. And the watchers took wives for themselves, and they begat giants. Yo, if you've never heard this before, I know it sounds wild, but that's scripture, not just some bedtime story. These watchers, these fallen ones, they left their domain, came down, and messed with mankind, corrupted DNA, brought violence, technology we weren't supposed to have. And when them giants died, even their spirits still torment today. Giants, Nephilim. They weren't just in movies. They were tearing up the earth for real. It's like, in the very DNA of creation, evil was breaking the boundaries and deforming Yahuah's creation at its core. And get this. This is why the genetic corruption wasn't just spiritual, but physical. The context matters. But I'm getting excited. Let me slow down a bit. Where was I? Oh yeah, they were the reason it got so bad so fast. Noach, Bereshit, chapter 6 verse 9, says he was a just man, perfect in his generations, and walked with Allah. Perfect in his generations. I always pause on that. It wasn't just about him being a good man, polite and all. No, this was deeper. Genetically untouched by the Nephilim mess, spiritually in sync with Yahuah. Noach stood out. Imagine being that one person who don't play by the rules of the wicked world, neither walk in their wicked ways. Everybody's mocking you, calling you crazy, but he walks with Yahuah. He's faithful when nobody else is. And that's something we got to grab right now. 'Cause like family, it's the faithful ones in the midst of madness who get chosen to carry forward the promise. Maybe You feel alone, sometimes standing for truth. You in good company. Folks like Noach have always been the remnant. Sometimes people, especially online, and those who don't understand Scripture or have a deep hate towards Yahuah, say Yahuah is evil because of judgment stories like the flood. They don't read Tehillim, chapter 89, verse 14. Though justice and judgment are the foundation of your throne. Listen, a just judge isn't evil. If someone in the family messes up, you correct them, right? And if a person goes against the law, you apply the consequences, right? It's outer love, justice and righteousness. That's Yahuah, and he is a righteous judge and judge righteously. He doesn't sit there plotting destruction. He responds to a world that's gone off the rails. When the system is rigged against the innocent, when the innocent get crushed, Yahuah steps in. It hurts sometimes to face consequences, but he never acts out of some evil intention. He's the definition of just. His ways or way of thinking is higher than our understanding. I might be rambling, but you get what I'm saying, right? It's his nature, not a mood swing. This leads us right into Matthew chapter 24, verse 37. But as the days of Noach were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Adam be. Yahushua himself pulled that card. The days of Noach, that means the same stuff we saw back then. Corruption, deception, spiritual darkness, it's coming back. Actually, some of it's already here. Man, if you've listened to previous episodes, like when we broke down the war on Yasharal, or exposed those religious deceptions, you see bits already in motion. Loss of identity, twisted truth, people calling evil good and good evil. Yahushua is basically telling us, wake up family, the cycle repeats. If you're waiting for a sudden warning, you'll miss it. It's happening, slow and steady, right under our noses. Here's the twist though. In Noach's time, the whole earth was wiped with water. Flood, done. But Kefasheni, 2 Peter, chapter 3, verse 6 to 7, makes it clear. The world that then was, being overflowed with water, perished. But the heavens and the earth are reserved unto fire against the day of judgment. See that? Next time, it's fire, not water. Total purification. We're not talking about a small world event. This is cosmic. Fire refines. It purges. It exposes what's really there. And just like last time, it's not by surprise. There's warnings all over the place. But only those paying attention are gonna escape. Sometimes I think I repeat myself too much on this. But family, the scriptures don't play with this stuff. Yahuah is consistent and he keeps his word. Always. Now, let me close it out with this. Family, stop letting folks shame you for standing on the word, for holding to the truth, whether it's about your identity as true Hebrews or about judgment, righteousness, any of it. Yahuah isn't evil. Man is. When evil spreads so far that nothing good is left, Yahuah moves out of love and justice, not hate. And if you ever wonder why you feel set apart, why people don't get you or mock your faith, it's because you're walking that remnant path like Noach, like all the faithful since the beginning. So don't shrink back. Stand up and let your light shine. If evil is bold, we gotta be bolder for Yahuah. That's it for today's episode. I am Pierre Ligi, your brother from the tribe of Yehudah, and this is The Remnant Awakens. If this message stirred something in you, don't keep it to yourself. Like this video, so it reaches more people. Subscribe if you're awakening to truth. Comment what stood out to you the most. And if you know someone who doubts Yahuah's justice, share this episode with them. Until next time, family, shalom. See you on the next episode.
Praise be to you, Yahuah my Elohim. Praise be to your Son, Yahushua my Messiah. I come at your feet in the name of your Son. Thank you for the knowledge you pour unto me, and thank you for breaking out the shackle that was bound on my face. Yahuah, you are the only true living God. Thank you for your Yahushua, whom you truly love.